coming on, I want to share some art journals I made out of scrapbook paper. Well, mostly the works papers. Now, I've been buying paper pads for God knows how long now. I've been buying a lot of those scrapbook pads, the papers, the 12 by 12 pads, for a number of years. And I was using them and doing bits and pieces with them and card making and tags and everything else, pocket letters. But I haven't been doing that type of stuff that much, so it's come to a point where I've got so much paper, I don't know what to do with it. And I was going to buy a new art journal because I've just finished up my old one. And I thought, well, why don't you make one out of that? I mean, you've got everything you can make one out of, so I did. But not only one did I make, I've done 3 because I thought, what size do I want? Now, my original art journal was 8 by 8. And I thought, shall I do it that size? And I thought, I don't know, I would like to do a 5 by 8. So 5 across and 8-inch down. So I made that one. So this is what we started with. It'd be best if I turn this around, wouldn't it? There we go. What about this? It'll have bits and pieces of the... I'll try and put this on so you don't see all them paint bits, you see, underneath. Right. So, I made this. And I've put some tabs here because I like the tabs. But even though it's pattern paper, it's 240 grams of paper. I've just sewed the 2 front pages on each of the books I've done. So I'll show you the other books in a minute, but this is the 5 by 8. And I've put in bits and pieces. So I've put in like this tag bit here. Just sewed over that a bit, which we're in. And then we've got like a dream big here, and I've just sewed very lightly on the back there, put a bit of gesso down on there, and they're the only pages that I've started with gesso. But I've made bits and pieces, like this is a flip in here to put pictures in it. And little bits. There is other stuff in there. Let me try and find, like this one here. I've done a pocket. So what you do with this pocket is you can put a little note in that side. So if you don't like that, you can put it around that way, and you can put a little word on it or that. It just slips in there. You've got 2 little tags in these pockets here. You've got a little tab there, little bit there as well, so you can put it round like that way if you want, in there, like that, so it's different. And then you've got this side as well, which has got a little tiny tag in it, so that just slips in there. So that has got no... I made that using no glue, it's just stapled together. And I've made them before like that. Long time ago though. Right, and then I've got another one of them, and there's different little bits and pieces, like this one of those again, I've just cut it to the size of the book. Some pretty papers, there's some different size pages, bits and bobs, and yeah, it just runs through like that, little bits and bobs. And I'll go along and add some more, some tags up here, stapled in. I could sew around these bits if I wanted to, and I could even take them staples out and sew it if I wanted to. I was just doing it in a hurry sort of thing, because there's another one there. Because I wanted to get these finished, because I've made the 3. So I started off with this one. I made all these tabs to go in as well. Just stapled them on. I think they look pretty. Some of the pages are really pretty. This leafy paper and that, you know, love that. And yeah, so that book can grow because it's got these big binder clips in. Now I left 3 of them out, but it's stable enough. And the good thing with these is if you're doing an art journal or junk journal or whatever with it, you can just take the pages in and out. So they just come off. So you can go to, say this page here, yeah? So what you do is you just do that and you lift it out. You do your page, and then once your page is done, you just click it straight back in like that, and it's in and done. And then you just shut your book and that's all ready to go. And that's what I love about that system. But I left 3 of the things out. I didn't want them in, didn't need them in there. The book's fine without it. I think that was the only one. Yeah, the other ones have got them fully in, but this is fine like that because I'd run out the colours anyway. This turquoise colour, but that's how I want it. I've got a load of little pieces of paper left. Right, so why don't you do a smaller one? And I think this measures 3.5 by 3. So it's 3.5 by 3 and inches, that is. So I've done the front 2 again with a little piece of paper in between. And then this just goes on. It's just got little pieces of paper. I don't think I've done pockets in this one yet. No, it's just got little tabs of paper in. And I've just printed it up with bits of paper. You know, so we can, when we start that, and do little projects in this one. So that's what I'll do, is I've just gessoed a couple of the pages to start whenever I want, and that's the front cover. What I was going to do, which I may still do, but I'm not sure yet, is to laminate the fronts and the backs on each of them. I'm not sure if the bigger one that I've done, and I'm going to show you in a minute, will go through my laminator. But if it did, then I would definitely do that. But these 2 smaller ones I can. So anyway, I decided, right, I've done them 2. Why don't I make a bigger one? So, because I had plenty of paper to waste. So I've made a gigantic one. This one is, I think this is 10, isn't it? Let me see if I've got a measure here. So let's have a look what this measures. This measures 10 by 10, yeah. It measures 10 by 10 inches. So it's a big one, and it's chunky as well. And it's quite heavy as it is, but it's got lots of room to grow in it, and that's what you need. You need to make sure you've got a lot of room on the clips, because it's going to get higher the amount you put in it. So I've done exactly the same thing. As I've gone over and I've gessoed. Let me see if I can take it a bit higher so you can see. So I've gessoed the front 2 pages, and we've got this in between. You totally can. I've left that in because I thought that was nice. And I'll put some tabs in this one as well on the tops. And some pockets. So when I get to, say, this page and this page, I've got to decorate or do something with this and these. You see, so it gives me something else to do, a random thing. And as I said in the last one, I can take these paper clips out if I want and stitch it. It's up, or leave them in and stitch around it, or do anything. And then some of them I've got just extra pages in, and some pretty papers, lots of nice papers. They're not just all florals though. I've used a lot of different papers. These are absolutely gorgeous, these 2. And that's why I've done these all different colours, because in here we've got very light florals. We've got these type of papers as well. You'll see they're the works ones. These tropical, like sunshine, summer, jazzy, funky, summery, you know. There's a lot going on. And like back here, I'm stapled on a pocket using a piece of paper I had spare. I made a gigantic tag with a pocket, right? So when I get to doing these 2 pages, I can punch a hole in that, decorate or do something with it, put in a ribbon. I've got a tag here that's made up from a piece of the card as well. I didn't want to chuck away. I can stick her in there maybe, and it can go into there. You see, I have got another pocket like that somewhere, but I've got half little slips of pages in there as well. And there's the other pocket, so I can show you. So there's another slip pocket here, and then in here I saved, I made another tag because I love this. There's another little piece of paper which I may have on this side here as a band or a pocket, either a band or a pocket. That's why I left it blank. Okay, and then I made up another tag. So it's been cut, just needs, that little bit needs trimming there. And then I've got another pocket in there. Let's decorate that. And then when I've decorated it, either that or a bit bigger tag can go in there, depending, right? And then it can slip into there, into the side. So it gives me something else to do. And we've got some more little bits. Then it goes all the way on to the end. Like there's some musical paper there. There's that type. There's that type. So it's all different. It's all just randomness. But some of this paper won't be seen once it's painted or anything like that, or add extra paper on top or everything. But yeah, there's so many different types in there. But I think they're really nice. So let me show you the front again. So we've got all tabs going through it. So we just close it over. It's very heavy this end now, so I've got to try and make sure it goes back. There we go. That's it, it's all done, down. I've got to watch this bit because it sticks into there. See, so I may have to put another staple on there because the paper loops under there. But apart from that, it's perfectly fine. It's a lovely, lovely big journal. So I will be doing something with that. And there's the other one that I did. And then the smaller one as well. So they're the 3 that I've done. And that's why I wanted to come on and show you those. And yeah, there's a lot of paper there. There was approximately, I think, 6 paper pads I used. And I've still got a lot of strips left as well. And I'm hanging on to some of them strips because I can use some of them as borders inside of here. And I can also cut out long pockets. So I'm going to hang on to them while I do these journals. But I shall be doing, in my next video, I'm doing Kerry's prompt. Well, it's nice to have 3 different sizes because depending on what you're making, depending on which size you say, and if you've only got one journal you're doing it out of all the time, it, you know, you need something that you can think, oh, I've only got a tiny little project today. I've got like one little tiny piece of paper, maybe a little thing like that, collage or whatever, which has got a gel on. And you think, oh my God, my book's this big. That's not good. I know what, I'll take the smaller one and I'll put it in there. Then it doesn't take you half as long as well. But if you want to do something fancy and you've got a lot of space, you want a lot of space, that's good to go. If you've got something that's medium or long, tallish, like if you've got a girl to put in there and she's like from head to toe and or whatever, or a large animal or something, you want to do a nice collage, this is great as well. The smaller ones are for the tiny things. So I've got something for everything, and it's not cost me what, nothing, because it's old paper that basically I would have taken to the charity shop, to be honest with you, because I don't use it much anymore. And if anyone's wondering what this is, this system here, let me just show you. I have showed in a previous video, and I got the idea off of Kerry because I see her using it first of all, and then it was in a favourites list for, God, I think it was for last year actually. So if you go through Kerry Mixed Media's older videos where she's got her favourites list up, or just search in a search bar favourites, and it'll come up what her favourite supplies were. Well, it's one of these. It's the Create 360. They do a pink one. I'm not sure what's the difference with the pink one, but I got the blue one. It's the Happy Planner Create 360. You can get the original, the disc for it. They're the things, because that blue thing does the holes, okay, like in a mushroom type of hole, and then you buy the discs. And I got these on Amazon. I've got two sizes in here, but I've also got another size because I've got metallic ones as well, which are a little bit smaller than these bigger ones. So I've got these ones, which are the 25 millimetre. They're the same size as probably a pound coin. And then I've got the large ones, which I'm using all through them, because these ones, I thought that I would have only needed these ones on a largest journal was 8 by 8, but I overfilled it so quick on these that I had to go and buy some of these, because these don't hold that much. If you was doing something like this size, maybe it'd just hold it. It might just, because they do go round, you see, a bit once they're on. But it's better to put these on, then you've got more room. But yeah, it's lovely. And you can get them from AliExpress and places like that. eBay from China that are cheap enough. These were from Amazon, as I said, and I can't remember the prices of them now. I really can't, but they wasn't too expensive. But some of them are expensive, so it's best to shop around for them. I'm not sure if they were 33 millimetre, these size. But let me know what you think of these in the comments, guys. Would love to know what you think. And keep watching. And love to hear from you. And I'll see you in the next video then. Bye.